Slowly kisses busting by the river.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
Not Mr. Magazine.
And anybody new to the channel, every Saturday we tell you what's sold on eBay in the past week. We handpick a few things over here, handcrafted as they like to say, and give you a little bit of a backstory about it. Try to find some things out there that you can find when you're out there, give you the reasons why they sold, why we purchased them, and so on. And they're called bolos. Be on the lookout for. And hopefully this will help you some when you're out there buying stuff. And Mr. Magazine, why don't you start helping?
Well, I don't know why. This just drew my attention that, everybody weighing Chung tonight, but it's Connie Chung. It's a TV guide. You can find these anywhere, and I got almost $14 for it.
Well, and here's the nice thing about something or other like that. You got $14 out of it. Now, it looks like it does not have a mailing label.
No mailing label.
Would that make a big difference in price on those?
I would say so. Someone's more likely to pay more money for this than with a mailing label.
What would one with a mailing label be worth? $10? $12?
I would say 7 to 10.
7 to 10.
Yeah.
But here's the nice thing about those. You generally find not one, not two. You generally find hundreds of them in one collection.
Sure.
And if you can pick them up for 25 to 50 cents a piece, and you're selling them for $7 to $20 a piece, it's a pretty good return on your investment, isn't it?
They're out there. Yeah,
and they're out there. That's the secret.
Sure. All right. Next up, another common magazine. Anyone can have this. It is a great cover. There's a million of them out there, and I still got $15 for it.
And plus shipping.
Plus shipping, yeah.
And there are a lot of them. Now, how have the prices on the For Him and the Maxim and all those, have they?
The earlier issues I've been doing well with. Obviously, ones with no mailing label, or like a premium, like we just said. But yeah, surprisingly, and we looked at our inventory because we haven't listed them in a while because they weren't selling. And then we realized, wow, we're out of stock of this one. We're out of stock of that one. Okay. So they have been selling it over the last few years. This one took 5 years to sell. But again, we sold a couple in 5 years.
Yeah, right. And they go for $10 to $15 a piece. Yep. You're going to pay $1 for them at a sale.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I bought a starting lineup collection last week or a couple weeks ago. I know, me too. And they were all mint condition, unopened, except this one. The guy threw it in. He goes, "This can't be worth anything." Well, you know me. I want to prove everyone wrong, and I did. It sold for $15. It's Michael Jordan, 1990.
Oh, okay.
It's missing a card. Right. It's partially opened. If it was mint and complete, it'd probably be at least $50. But instead, I got it for nothing, and I sold it for $15.
That's a really good return on investment.
Perfect. Yeah, I wish everything was like that. Moving on, another magazine. I wonder why this one sold. Time Magazine, special June 1980, USSR. Yep. So I've been selling a lot of Russian magazines lately. Anything with Russia, inside, it's moving.
974. So, and that's something or other that if you're newer to eBay, follow the trends, follow the news, put things on, because a lot of people buy off of what they see in the news. So if you see something or other trending, Super Bowl's coming up, list your Super Bowl stuff. This is coming up, list that stuff. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Next up, this is very cool. You got Mind Rot. It's a fanzine, which is popular, and Mighty Mouse, which is popular. So you got it from both sides at $21.69. Can't argue with that.
And why don't you explain to everybody real quick, anybody new that doesn't deal a lot with magazines, what is a fanzine?
They're like underground publications, low production. They're probably made in people's basements, right? I would say most of them are low quality, a few pages long. Some might be more, some might be better quality, but for the most part, they look like this.
And if you go back to the 60s, the things used to be run on Ditto machines. Yeah. That's way back when. Yeah. A lot of people pass them by because they look at them and they go, "This is a homemade. This is a piece of garbage." Yeah. Some of that is quite valuable.
They look like they're not worth anything, but they are. Yeah, absolutely. So different and cheap and old is good.
Yep.
Last up, here's another magazine. I think I said this before. It's a Sports Illustrated for Kids, May 2005, with the cards in there complete. All these old sports magazines that were never selling, they had cards in them. Now we're selling because people are grading them, and nothing's changed in the last couple of years since COVID.
1874, not bad.
Can you argue with that?
Not bad for one of those. And this is another magazine too that you'll tend to find out there. You'll tend to find a pile of them because somebody had a subscription to it. Yeah. I'm sure they must have sold this newsstand.
Oh yeah,
they did. Sports Illustrated for Kids. Okay,
and then some are worth $500, $1,000 with the first Tiger Woods and so forth. Mike Trout, big bucks.
Wow, I've got a pile. I do not have the Tiger Woods. I got a pile of those upstairs because I kind of collect them. So who knows? Who knows what I might have? First item. One thing I don't have anymore and probably will never have again, is UAR Egypt Luxor Compact Guide 1962. And then you run into, I don't know what the heck to say about it, so I just listed, Memphis, Sakura, Nubia, monuments, and tombs. Got $33 out of this. My thought was, it is kind of eye-catching.
Yeah.
And there can't be a lot of those out there. And it's 1962, which granted is 60 years old, but you can find stuff from Egypt back into the 20s and 30s. I mean, it's been a tourist destination for a long time.
Sure.
So you definitely can find the things out there. Took a year and a half or so to sell, but still to get $33 out of something like that, I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
And you can find the stuff out there. A little tip: when you are out there, people will save the things that they picked up on their vacations. So you'll find this. You'll find 12 postcards from Egypt. You'll find a couple of brochures from a hotel. You'll find their airplane ticket. You'll find the whole thing together, bundle it all up, walk up to the person running the sale and said, "How much for all this stuff?" And they'll tell you, I don't know, $5, and you get everything for $5. That's really the way to go, because they just want the stuff gone.
Sure.
Next item we have over here is American Theater Wing War Service and Actors Fund of America brochure, 1942. Literally is a brochure that I found inside of another playbill. Found it inside of a playbill.
Nice.
Got $28 for it at auction, put it up for auction. It did get a bid. You can find things like this out there. Just look inside of playbills.
Yeah.
But they were doing basically, a fundraiser kind of deal, trying to help the war movement and all that sort of thing. So they would have passed these out regularly, probably to people going into the various shows and everything. It's out there. If you got World War II era stuff, just pull that out, and you just never know. You can get $28 out of it. Next item we have over here is Lawson Wood lot of 9 chimpanzee calendar toppers, 1940s. I actually underpriced this and took an offer on it just because I wanted it gone, because I think I took an $18 off for $2 a piece. They're worth more than that, I believe. That being said, I had it listed since 2016. And at some point, you just say, well, let's get it gone. I'd rather have it go and get $18 in my pocket than... And even if I am holding out for more money, how much more am I holding out for? I didn't list it for enough to start with. But Lawson Wood stuff does sell. He did a lot of magazine covers and that sort of thing as well. So when you do see him out there, do note him. People do collect him. You got 6 years to sit on it.
Exactly.
Next item we have over here is Cortland High School 1892 Cortland, Ohio class roll. Again, this took a while to list, and I probably underpriced it. Back then, I was really
Why did it take
thinking.
a while to list?
It took a while to sell. I'm sorry. I had to take that beautiful picture.
Exactly.
Took 5 years to sell. But this is one of those things that if I priced it at 15, or I priced it at 25, or I priced it at 35, there's going to be the same amount of interest in it. And at this point now, I would have probably listed it at $25, $30, something like that, instead of 15. I believe I took a $12 offer on it. And again, it's another one of those items that have been up for 5 years. Let's just get it gone.
Right.
But there's no reason not to list this kind of thing higher. So don't just stop and think in your head.
Don't get greedy, right?
You can be greedy. No, you should be greedy.
Not too greedy, right?
Because again, the person that wants it, they're going to make you an offer on it anyway.
True.
And if you set your price at 25 versus 15, they probably would have offered me 15 on the 25 instead of the 12 on the 15. So I probably could have gotten a couple of more dollars had I priced it higher. The next thing I have over here is Bruce Springsteen Program.
Oh, nice.
Well, not so nice. Well, it's nice. Yeah. It's one of those things that
is
if
his name on the cover anywhere?
No, but he is. There's a couple of different pictures of him inside.
Oh, wow, very cool.
But take a look at that. Basically, what had happened is somebody had gone to the show and taken it and folded it down and put it in their pocket.
I see you really getting your money's worth out of your press.
I was just going to say, I probably could have put it in the press, but I just didn't feel like it. I believe I took a $35 offer on it, something or other like that. The question is, how much more could it have gone for had I pressed it out nice?
Yeah, you would have priced it higher, though. It would have taken a few days to press it. Who knows? We'll never know now.
Did you buy it and you're going to press it and resell it for higher in a BOLO coming up?
Well, it's closer to a paper airplane than it is anything else.
Should have had that graded now that you mention it.
Yeah.
And, of course...
With a cheese grater.
Because we always love Win magazines.
We couldn't get through it. Couldn't get through a BOLO without one of these.
Anybody new to the channel, when you find an obscure magazine and you have a chance to corner the market on it, do so.
I'm so jealous. I admit it. I've never had one in my life. You're just adding to your retirement fund right now.
Week after week after week, just drip, drip, drip of Win magazine profits. If you do have an opportunity to corner the market on an obscure magazine, do so. I actually got an opportunity to purchase some of these from somebody. They then had some more they sold to me. And in the meantime, I also went and looked on 8 Books, as a matter of fact, and bought out a dealer stock of them on there as well. So I really did corner the market. I actually am very happy. Now, the problem is there aren't a lot more out there, so I won't be adding to the Win magazine fund anytime soon. But just do so because, again, nobody else really has these up there. So they're slow sellers, but they're selling every week, as you can tell in the BOLO. So do hit the like button if you could, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.